The Russian Revolution, a series of political events in 1917, led to the overthrow of the Russian Empire and the establishment of the Soviet Union. It consisted of two major phases, the February Revolution and the October Revolution. Causes. First, economic hardship. Severe economic problems, including food shortages and poor working conditions, created widespread discontent among the Russian populace. Second, World War I. Russia's involvement in World War I led to massive casualties and further strained the economy, exacerbating public dissatisfaction. Third, political inefficiency. Tsar Nicholas II's autocratic rule and inability to address the country's issues effectively undermined public trust in the government. Lastly, social inequality. The vast majority of Russians were peasants living in poverty, while the aristocracy enjoyed wealth and privilege. Key events. First, the February Revolution in March 1917, spontaneous protests and strikes in Petrograd, now St. Petersburg, led to the abdication of Tsar Nicholas II and the establishment of a provisional government. Next, the provisional government. The provisional government, led initially by Prince Lvov and later by Alexander Kerensky, struggled to maintain order and address key issues like land reform and war efforts. Then the return of Lenin. Vladimir Lenin returned to Russia from exile in April 1917 and began advocating for peace, land and bread and all power to the Soviets, the workers' councils. Finally, the October Revolution in November 1917. The Bolsheviks, led by Lenin, seized control of Petrograd and overthrew the provisional government in a nearly bloodless coup. The outcomes of the Russian Revolution were far-reaching and transformative. First, the Bolsheviks established a socialist government, leading to the creation of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic, or RSFSR. Then, in 1918, Russia withdrew from World War I by signing the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Germany, which resulted in the ceding of significant territory. Following this, a brutal civil war ensued between the Red Army, who were the Bolsheviks, and the White Army, who opposed them. This conflict, lasting from 1917 to 1922, ended in a Bolshevik victory, solidifying their control. Finally, in 1922, the RSFSR, along with other Soviet republics, formed the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, or USSR. The Russian Revolution had a profound impact on global history. It ended centuries of imperial rule in Russia, introduced a communist government, and inspired communist movements worldwide. The establishment of the Soviet Union significantly influenced the geopolitical landscape of the 20th century, contributing to the Cold War between the USSR and the Western powers.